Hello, hello, hello. Today I want to go over the Object 268B5. This is a tank destroyer that is lurking as a... No, it's not lurking as a heavy, I was gonna say. It's just a tank destroyer that is just there as a support. You can both play this kind of close-up support and this obviously tank destroyer-esque long-range sniping. I wouldn't say too long range though, because there's some drawbacks with it. For once, the aim time. It takes a little bit of time, and this is my first game in this tank. So I'm thinking, alright, tank destroyer, just go sit the snipe and Y7. Oh, thank you very much. The tank in itself looks like almost an Object 277 or something. I mean, it is the same hull as the Object 268. Oh, the AMX pushed up and he died. Huh. I guess it torpedoed the Sheridan or something. Who knows? And you can kind of have to say it like this is a tank in between the lines of sitting back and sniping I missed that shot, unfortunately. And be up close and personal. But now, position-wise, I think we're kind of fine. We don't have to move up, to be honest. We could have moved up to maybe sit at the H5 or something, maybe. Or we could maybe peek up, shoot a 50B in the turret. Hopefully we don't get the team tagged by the 50Bs. But all in all, we can still remain in our position from where we're at. The gun in itself is pretty good. You have 750 alpha, obviously. Roughly 14 seconds reload, 13. I think it is, no. Oh, I can't remember the exact reload. And in the replays, it unfortunately doesn't show the exact reload that you have. I think it's 14 seconds. And the big thing is the penetration. You have 303 pen with the AP, and it's 950 meters per second. With the heat, you have 395. Yes, 395 with 760 shallow second. The HE is 90 pen with 760. So you have 3 good shells that you can use. And we could not capitalize on the TVP, but thanks to its aim time and also its kind of a fine gun handling when you're using the right equipment and when you're close to the target, here I just say screw it, I couldn't catch it first time, I just go for the second shot. Is that it with its high pen, it allows it to really devastate whatever tank is in front of you or how much armor it has. It almost does not matter. I'm just trying to protect my little Kranvagn here. We have the... as a high pen roll. Either we hit this the soft part, getting spotted, we need to hide from the potential TVP. Yeah, there he is. And our armor is working a little bit in our favor here. We're still just maintaining, hovering over the area. As the standard dispersion is 35, so it takes a little bit of hit. You could mount like a bounty accuracy on the tank to push it down a bit more if you're into sniping. And the standard aim time is 2.88 to 2 seconds. It's almost 3 seconds aim time. But that thing goes down kind of hard, kind of a lot. But I wouldn't really recommend. I mean, it can work, but I wouldn't really recommend it. The good thing about this tank is that you have actually quite some mobility with it, but it requires a lot of a lot of equipment, the right field modification and such for it to really take into advantage. But we're gonna go over that more in the garage section. And right now we have the gameplay to watch, and our team, we are not looking good. We are down a little bit of hit points, but most of our hit points is on 3 tank destroyers. It's me, Jagdpanzer, SJV. Okay, they project the 65 so. But we're all in the back and waiting for something to happen. And as I talked, our DC-55 kicked the can. It's not looking good for us. But since the mobility is on the okay/good side, the another thing that needs to be pointed out is the gun depression, gun elevation. Gun depression is -5, so you struggle quite a bit with it when it comes to certain areas. So you have to really pre-plan. I think I'm max gun depression at the moment. No, I'm not. It looked like I was. But no, I'm not there. And the gun elevation is 15, so you can point up on things and shoot up. That's no problem, but point down, oh, that's a typical Russian tank-esque problem. And one thing I don't have in this game that I really wish I have is intuition. And I don't have intuition. Oh, look at that, it's our brother on the enemy team. And he's going away. But Airfield is one of those notorious camper maps that you push, you die type of thing. Here I am loading HE with a maybe potential. Oh, we have him. Oh, maybe we still do. Hey, gun depression. Oh, what do I do? I need to get to this 50B. Ah, we didn't fully pen him. The 268 also went forward with the 5, the 2685. Thanks to me not getting spotted though, allows me to spot and keep them at bay. I kind of want to shoot this guy before he gets close to me. There's no one that can shoot me at the moment. And we didn't pen that somehow. And he just turns and fires. It's fine. No, it's fine. Hit me on my pike. Precisely on my pike of my tank. And then artillery says hello. You're gonna regret that, artillery. You are so gonna regret that. Another bad thing about this tank that needs to point out. Oh, we have a 268 coming at us, I think. Maybe. No, he stopped. Another thing we need to point out that is bad for this tank is the view range. You have 360 base view range, so you can get up to full view range. I don't have it right now because my crew is a little bit wonky. Man, that was a nasty artillery hit if you saw that on the turret. See him aiming over here, but okay, it's turning. That's perfect. Oh no, I have intuition on the tank. Wait, I know I retrained for this tank. Maybe I'm using a different crew. Wait, I remember specifically I retrained this crew to get the full intuition, but I didn't have it in my first few games. Maybe I was wrong. No, I don't have intuition. I don't know. It was a long time ago. Damn it. But anyway, we picked up the 50B, we managed to clean up in base, and we made the game a lot closer than what it was. I'm just getting the heck out of the dodge from this artillery, so he doesn't shoot me again. And now I'm thinking, let's go and support the Progetto and the STRV. I do have intuition, but it's got, I don't know. Wow. But May, you know what it is. It's, I must have used a different, because I retrained it for the regular Object 268, because on that tank I did not have, and they both died. But I did not have intuition on. Oh, so that's why I'm thinking of it. Yeah, okay. But our artillery managed to capitalize on that. That's very good. We have a Grille versus us now, and remember we get the 90 HE pen. So this Grille is very easy for us to pen. And since both of them died there, I was thinking I'd go to the corner there to help us to surprise them, help them out. Now I'm taking another camping push. This has been a full-on base camp video, I would say. How to properly base camp on airfield. by Usne, one-on-one. Oh man. Wait, he's coming here. We should have a good shot on him. And we missed. Oh, the 760 shell velocity. The 760 shell velocity is hurting us there. It's hurting us there. Even though I said this tank has good mobility, I think I should say it's good mobility with the right equipment and field modification, because it doesn't have really good terrain resistance. That is one of the sort of lackluster for this. You see me struggling here, getting up to even 40. Attila's gonna shoot me again. Okay, he missed. Kick-ass dodge by me. Slight staying to the right. Oh, I did not expect this, but it doesn't matter. Have a nice HE for him. All right, let's go hunt that artillery. Let's see. Let's make the artillery regret shooting us twice here. This artillery is going down. Another thing to point out: the caliber is at 152. That means that shell, well, 152 millimeter gun is a. What am I trying to say? Well, what am I trying to say is, it's a tank that I think I never had this much of a brain fart in my life than what I'm having right now. With a caliber of 152 millimeter, the shell, when it penetrates a target, travels 1 meter, 50 centimeter, and 2 millimeter into the tank. No. 1 meter, 50 centimeters, and 2 centimeters. So 152 centimeters. No. But okay, what I'm trying to say is mechanically shell travels 1.5 meters into the tank when you penetrate it. So it can be really good when you do certain missions. Oh, my artillery lost versus their artillery. Well, this is interesting. And we should not die on this drop. Good job, listener. Learned how to drop. We only got 2 minutes left. People want me to cap, but I'm here to kill. I'm here to send a message to the artilleries. So when you penetrate a target, the shell will travel 1.5 meters into the target. So shooting something small like Guerrilla or EBR or what would that be? Actually, the M5Y is also kind of a narrow tank that when you penetrate from the side, you often sets it on fire or often hammer at it. Let's see, we should have cut off the artillery here. I'm thinking maybe the artillery went out. Oh, there he is. Oh, Mr. Artillery, you don't kill me frontally. You don't kill me frontally here. Surrender. Telling him no, don't run. Up the gun, surrender to me. Okay, he surrendered. Good game, GV Type B. But also, you don't shoot me anymore. There we have it, 7,272. I think we hop into the next game. And here we have the next game on Abbey. No more super campiness, so now we're gonna showcase a little bit different in how the tank works. We saw how, I would say, you could play that round with any type of tank destroyer. How I played it, to be honest. And here I have intuition, as you can see. But I'm using my secondary equipment here, which allows me to be a little bit faster in the lack of view range. It's sort of, that's how I'm thinking. Either you want to have one build where you can see the whole map, have a good view range, be able to snipe a little bit, spot your own target, then move up, and then one build where I know I will support and be close up and personal, which I want to be a little bit more mobile with it. Which it's gonna be a little bit of a shocker, I would say, with the equipment I picked as a secondary one, as this more mobile one. But I'm thinking here, I'll go up and I'll support as much as I can on my side here. Be a little bit aggressive. Skoda is being very aggressive, so I'm gonna capitalize on it. I see the T-32. I'm already loading heat. Because I want to be nasty. Real nasty. There's the T-32. His turret is a piece of paper for my 395. Easy. 395 heat pen. Remember that. That is quite substantial. Looking for the turret, found it. And I penned it again. Oh, I did not see much of the turret there. My guys moved up to the corner. I'm gonna see if I can't help them. I thought they were gonna get pushed. The VK wants me to still hang back. I guess I can maybe take out the T-32. Can I do 3 out of 3? Oh, just enough. Oh my god. This T-32, he's regretting going there. He's never gonna go there again. When he finds himself into the 10. Seems like my guys here are battling it hard on the corner. Seems like the VK managed to push the Skoda. Kinda toxic by the VK, but the Skoda seems to doesn't mind. Ah man, we took the hit, but we got in the hit on the 277. We wanna keep ourselves like here in the second line support. This is the second line close support that I like to talk about. I'm the big HE. I see the VK coming up. It might block my shell, so I'll go just okay. Big Alpha E75. Boom. Takes a little bit of this aim time to before I can shoot with it. The game looks kind of over, right? But ooh, the mindset of some random sometimes it can really turn things around quickly. So the one thing I haven't touched upon is the armor. The full armor is 120 from 90 side, 40 back, so can be penned by most HE in the back. We thank you for this belly peak 703, and the turret armor is 230 in the front, and then 90 side, 60 back. But you probably also seen it in the last video, as the last match. The huge cupola he has, with the binocular telescope kind of thing going on, which you have on the FOP and such. I think this is the only Russian cupola that looks like this. Try to be lucky there. Shoot the VZ 132. So the armor-wise, you can't really side script with it. You can't really reverse side script with it. But there's some like you can kind of manipulate your armor. You kind of, if you want to peek this pull down left side with the tank. Is kind of how you can mitigate a lot with your armor. And here I go for the 430 and spotted ISU. Panic a little bit, and we hit the ground. We could have stopped still and aimed him, but I thought, oh my god, there's gonna be more incoming. The 430 might be rushing me, so I went too fast with that, and the ISU still there. Surprised me again. Alright, but now we took our time and now we hit the target, and it goes away. This 430 still haven't noticed me. Oh, Scorpion has though. But okay, alright. We wait for this 430. Load up the HE. Here we go, intuition. Oh, one of the better skills out there. Hit the turret, there we go. 1,000. Oh man. Nice, so the other 268 there locked him in his place. We take the Scorpion hit, that's fine. We have the second HE load for him. But you can see how the tank kind of works in this close-up and personal as well. It's kind of okay with it. And huge cupola hit by him. But I think when you do twice the amount of damage, you regret it a little bit. But man, it's really fun to go around with this HE, with these high pen HE tanks. From time to time. Oh, another thing that's important for the tank to start is the camo. We have roughly 15.4 stationary and a 9 when we're moving. And we won this game with another 7,308 damage. And in the garage, like always, we're gonna go over the crew, the equipment, shells, consumables, and field modification. As you can see, now I have my 268 crew here with Intuition. I can't remember what the first crew I was using, but I don't know, maybe it was the 268 V4 I was using, but I probably want to train out the 268 crew. But anyway, let's get into it. The commander is straightforward like always. Brothers in Arms, 6 Sense, or you can switch it around to get 6 Sense earlier. And then Situational Awareness, Recon, and then I will pick Repair for the 268-5. Or for the 268, I guess, if we use the same. The Gunner, Brothers in Arms, a Snapshot, then I will go Repair, Concealment, then Firefighting. I guess you could maybe pick Armorer in the case that you are gonna be picking Hull down, but I think the Firefighting might help out. You can also switch in a Deadeye there. It's kind of like open for business, what you pick in the last one. But I think the first 4 here is super important. You could maybe not skip Snapshot for Deadeye. Maybe, but Snapshot comes in really, really a lot for the 268. For the driver, we go with Brothers in Arms, Clutch Braking. No, Clutch Braking? I guess you take off-road driving instead. But I think you have Clutch Braking because the 268 crew. But I will go with Brothers in Arms, off-road driving, Smooth Ride, Repair, Camo. Pick for the 268 V5. So I'm probably picking Smooth Ride off this one. It also helps with the tank destroyers to pick Smooth Ride. It helps you when you go straight forward in a line, so you get that smaller, a little bit smaller aim. It helps a little bit. For the loaders, you go Brothers in Arms, Intuition. Super important to go Intuition first and then Repair. You could pick Safe Stowage and then Repair, and then the Camo's a 5th one. And then you could pick on the second loader, you switch Safe Stowage to Adrenaline Rush if you want to have those 2. I'm probably going to be retraining into that at one point. But I really want to have the bonus camo that you get from this. The equipment, my sniping equipment, or just generally go-to equipment, is the IRM, Optics, and Rammer. They are just working in such a good way. Even though I talked about the aim time being kind of bad, you might think, oh, I'll put gun laying drive. No, don't put gun laying drive on almost any tank out there. It's not worth it. The IRM works better in every circumstance than gun laying drive. Gun laying drive will only help you if you have a even massive aim time. I would say maybe 5 seconds aim time. Then you will start seeing the gun laying drive. But it also depends on your final solution of the dispersion. But the IRM helps you every time you move the turret, every time you go forward, every time you just move a little bit, every time you turn the turret, it helps as well. For the second equipment, I am using IRM, and then I use Grousers and then Rammer. Yes, I'm using actually Grousers, which helps me to halt traverse speed, but that's not the big thing. The big thing is to maintain speed when moving across any terrain type. This tank has kind of bad terrain resistance, depends how your tracks on whatever surface it is and how much grip it has. The higher the number, the less grip you have, the slower you are. So that's why even though you have mobility of 48, I have a bit of field modification going on here, you're not getting up to 40. You're not even close. Barely even to 30 if you don't have the right equipment. So even like the only time you're really hitting the top speed is if you have a long stretch and you start with a downhill. You get a downhill in that long stretch of moving. Otherwise, this Grousers helps out a lot. It makes the tank feel pretty good, actually. It makes it be a little bit more of a nimble. It doesn't feel at all like a tank destroyer, like quite cumbersome. But this thing is so dandy when it comes to close-up support. I played around it. The shells, I'll go 14, 12, 4. It's kind of a good all-around. You could maybe, if you're an HE enthusiast, you could maybe load up to 6 of them if you're really confident with your aiming skills to land those HE shots. But the big prize is this 8. Really good for a close-up personal support tank. And the consumables standard is the combat ration, repair kit, first aid kit. The big ones. But now we come to the field modification, which is very important for this tank. The first one, which I think is one of the best field modification, is a reinforced suspension. This, even though the Grousers is really good, it gives us 10%, this thing gives you 15%. It is a humongous difference. Like it's so good, this reinforced suspension. It's probably one of the best field modifications that you can get out there. It makes almost any immovable tank destroyer become, oh dang, you can actually move around with this thing now. But this is a must pick with almost every tank destroyer. The -5 hull traverse, you can say, oh, I'm gonna be turning slower. No, the 15% maintaining speed when crossing all terrain types negates that completely. Basically, it makes you easier on the track's surface. A lot. And the next one, we go with the final solution here with the aiming circle. A little bit, smaller circle. It's gonna help with our standard 35. I think I pushed mine down to 31 here with the combat ration, with the parallax adjustment modification, and brothers in arms. But like I said, you could put the bounty aiming on it. Bounty aiming. And then you get down to 29, I think it is. 28, 29 area. For the next one, you have to pick the right angle periscope, otherwise we do not get full view range. And since we're playing this support, not hiding tank destroyer-esque, sneaky sniping tank destroyer, you will snipe when the occasion rises to it, but will most likely be a second line support. We will not care about the concealment of the fire. For the next field modification, the 4th one, I like to call it, even though it's 8th one here. I think it's so weird. I don't think this should have done this 1, 3, and then 6. I mean, I get the stages, it's how you pick it, but this feels like something else for me. This is like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 4th one. So this one with the reverse speed is gonna help you be a little bit more mobile when it comes to the close combat fighting. And it's just enough to get up to 17. I usually say the magic marker is 20 you want to have. After that you don't need more, but you want to kind of get up to 20. That helps you to really pull away quickly from the target. By the cost of concealment overall. But like I said, we are not going to be sniping too many times. We are a second line support. Sniping when occasion happens. But then we have the improved gun rammer. This thing is a must pick this tank. We get down the reload to 15.5, so not 14. Maybe I had some testing with some bond equipment, thinking I was 14 reload in 14 seconds, but it's 15.5. And even though we take a hit in the top speed department, you are rarely getting up to the full speed of the 48. So even this 44, I don't know, I capped it a little bit during the Abbey game, I think. I can't even remember if I did that. No, I don't think I even capped at 44. It would be obviously when you go down from a massive downhill, then that you will start capping it. But as you can see, it doesn't give you too much, but if you add it with the combat ration, you earn a 1 second there with the improved gun rammer modification. And to boost, I picked the scout. You could pick not pick survivability, you could pick survivability if you're going to use improved hardening instead of, if you feel like you're mobile enough, you don't need the Grousers or the turbo. I picked the Grousers because it's still one of the few tanks that's actually good with the Grousers. But you could pick improved hardening to say, hey, I'm going to be second line support, I'm going to be close to the enemy, I need a little bit of extra hit points. So that could be actually working in your favor there. You would get 200 hit points from it, so who knows how much that will help. It will help a little bit, actually. But that's it for my little review of the Object 268 V5. This tank came out under... no, not under, but during the event that's called Under the Hammer. I am speculating now that I think this tank might appear in the Bond shop, because it only came out during that event. It was 10,000 of them. Basically, people bought in for free XP for it. I can't remember the threshold for it, but I went above and beyond because I have way too much XP, free XP. So I'm thinking this is one of those tanks that might appear in the Bond shop at one day for sure. But maybe there needs to be one more event with them before Wargaming decides to unleash this thing to everyone in the Bond shop. But in my books, this tank, I had quite a bit of fun with it. It is you're kind of forced, if you want to market, to play that second line support to really help out your team, be close up and personal. Sometimes that kick you in the can. But I don't know how many games I played. I played 195 games with it. Yeah, 3.7 with it. And I played a few games here off stream. A few games after the mark as well. So I'm at the 96.2. But I like this tank a little bit. It doesn't feel like a slow, heavy tank destroyer. It feels more like a nimble tank destroyer with a devastating gun. But anyway, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the future.